No matter how hard we try to avoid accidents or insurance scams, we can't control the actions of others, whether it's another driver making a reckless move or a pedestrian suddenly stepping into traffic. In just a split second, a normal drive can turn into a serious problem, and without evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. That's why a dashcam is no longer just a gadget, but a vital tool that protects you by showing exactly what really happened. Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to install a fully integrated dashcam system in this Volkswagen T-Cross. For my customer's car, I chose a FitcamX system consisting of a front camera that records in 4K resolution and a rear camera that records in Full HD 1080p. The main advantage of this model is its integrated design. The front camera replaces the original housing around the rear view mirror and looks like a factory installed component. There are no visible cables, no mounts attached to the windshield, and no additional screen blocking your view. In this video I'll show you what is included in the box, how to install the front camera, how to route the cables for the rear camera, and how to access the recordings directly from your phone. The image quality is very good and the camera's field of view covers a wide area in front of the vehicle. This is the camera we will install in this Volkswagen T-Cross. The camera is available on the FitcamX website and can easily be found by using the search bar located on the right side of the main menu. For this installation, I searched for the dashcam model designed for the Volkswagen T-Cross. Once you reach the product page, you can choose between the available recording configurations. My customer selected a version with 4K resolution for the front camera and 1080p resolution for the rear camera. Since I have worked with FitcamX in the past, they also provided a 10% discount code for you. The code is FitcamX10. Simply enter the code in the dedicated box and click Apply. This code is valid for all products available on their website. Now we can open the box and check all the included components. The first item is the front camera, which is very well packaged and protected. The aftermarket camera is already integrated into a housing that looks very similar to the original part installed in the vehicle. As you can see, this is the cable for the rear camera. And here we have the power cable. On the camera housing, we can also find the slot where the memory card is already installed. The included card has a capacity of 64 GB. I will now insert it back into the camera. The lens is positioned in front, allowing it to capture a clear view of the road. Of course, the lens is protected by a film, which we will remove before using the camera. At the bottom, we also have the buttons and components used to control the camera. We have the power button, the snapshot button, a status indicator, the microphone opening, and the reset button. We can also see that this housing uses the same type of mounting clips as the original part. A little later we'll take a closer look at the similarities between the two housings. The package also includes the rear camera. It's important to mention that this is a dashcam designed to record the traffic behind the vehicle. It's not a reversing camera and it does not automatically display an image on the multimedia screen when reverse gear is selected. The rear camera is compact and is mounted on the rear window as close as possible to the center of the vehicle. We also have the long cable that connects the front camera to the rear camera installed on the tailgate. This is the adapter that connects directly to the front camera. The rear camera records in Full HD 1080p and complements the footage captured by the front camera. We also receive an adhesive pad for attaching it to the rear window. There is another protective film here which I will remove right now. The camera can rotate, allowing us to adjust its angle according to the mounting position and our preferences. The box also contains several installation accessories, although I did not need to use all of them during the installation. Inside this smaller box we have the Y-shaped power adapter. This is where the front camera connects to receive power. This connector plugs into the original rain sensor connection. The vehicle's original connector will then be inserted into the other port. This allows both the dashcam and the rain sensor to receive power, while the rain sensor continues to operate normally. We also receive plastic trim removal tools. These tools are useful because they reduce the risk of scratching or damaging the interior trim pieces. The package also includes a USB-A and USB-C adapter that can be used to transfer files from the memory card. However, this adapter is not essential because the recordings can also be downloaded directly through the mobile app. The user manual is also included in the package. It contains QR codes for downloading the app, instructions for connecting your phone, and information about the camera's functions. However, this video will provide all the necessary instructions for installation and setup. In case you want the camera to continue recording while the vehicle is parked, it must be connected to the fuse box using a hardwire kit or an OBD adapter. Both adapters can also be purchased from FitcamX. Without one of these additional power solutions, the parking mode function will not be available. We also receive a sheet showing the location of the rain sensor and explaining how to disconnect the original cable. We can now move on to the installation. We'll begin with the front camera. The original housing is located behind the rear view mirror and protects the vehicle's existing sensors. To remove it, we will use the plastic trim tool included in the package. We need to identify the points where the housing is held in place by clips and release them gradually. Carefully insert the tool between the two sections of the housing. First, we will remove the gray section. Begin releasing the clips, alternating between both sides. It is important not to pull the trim piece suddenly. Once the first section of the housing has been released, we can remove it. We will continue in the same way with the second section. It must first be unclipped and then move slightly toward the front of the vehicle. We need to be careful while passing it around the rear view mirror. As you can see, the original housing and the FitcamX housing use exactly the same clip mounting system. We now have access to the connectors and cables located around the rain sensor. At this point, we can connect the Y-shaped adapter. There are two arrows on the connectors that help us identify the correct position for joining the cables. Now we'll move to the rain sensor connector. We need to be very careful because we will not disconnect the first cable we see. The connector we need is located farther back and towards the upper section. This is the correct connector. Using the tool included in the package, pull it gently toward the rear and disconnect it. We can now carefully position the camera housing. The cables must pass behind the rear view mirror. At this point, take the vehicle's original connector and insert it into the matching port on the adapter. Push it in until you hear it click into place. We have now reached the rain sensor connection. Insert the camera's power cable into the position previously occupied by the original connector. Pay attention to its orientation because the plug can only be inserted one way. We can also use the plastic trim tool to help push it fully into position. Now we can move on to the cable for the rear camera. Unwind the small section of the cable and insert it into the dedicated port on the front camera. Once again, there are two arrows showing the exact orientation of the connector. Lift the camera slightly and insert the cable above the headliner using the included trim tool exactly as shown in the video. At this point, switch on the ignition to check that the camera is receiving power. When installing the housing, pay attention to the position of the clips. Place the camera directly in line with them and push the housing toward the rear of the vehicle. To better understand the mounting system, first insert the clips on the lower section of the gray housing using a slight rotating motion. After that, the rest of the housing can easily be clipped into place by pressing upward. In these images, you can see exactly how the mounting system works. Check that all the clips are properly secured. The front camera is now installed. We can now continue with the cable for the rear camera. Begin inserting the entire cable above the headliner exactly as shown in the video. Continue underneath the A pillar trim and route it toward the B pillar trim. Gently pull the cable so that it sits correctly underneath the trim and adjust it as you continue. Now remove the door weather strip so that the cable can be inserted above the headliner. This makes the process much easier. Repeat the same process around the rear door. I will insert a guide wire behind the B pillar trim. At this point, I attach the wire guide to the rear camera cable using electrical tape. Now I simply pull the guide wire so that the camera cable passes correctly above the headliner. Remove the weather strip around the tailgate as well and continue using the same method until the cable reaches the rear of the vehicle. We have now reached this area above the headliner next to the rubber boot that carries the electrical wiring into the tailgate. Carefully release the rubber sections. Use the trim tool to remove the plastic connector as well. Press the clip and gently pull it out. Once the piece is removed from its position, insert it back into the rubber boot because it is easier to work with it in this position. Use the same method on the upper section. In case you have a thinner tool available, you can press it in this way to release the piece more easily. Insert the same guide wire through the available opening. In the video, you can see the exact direction in which it needs to be inserted. Attach the guide wire to the rear camera cable again. Now pull the cable through to the other side. Next, I will use a drill bit with a small amount of grease applied to it. I insert it through the rubber boot so that it reaches the other side without damaging the material or the inner cables. Attach the camera cable to the drill bit and pull it through carefully. I will also apply a small amount of grease to the connector because it is slightly thicker and needs to pass more easily through the rubber boot. We can now move on to the interior tailgate trim panel. Pull it gently, although it cannot be completely removed at this stage. We first need to remove the warning triangle holder. Here we can see two screws in the center and another two screws, one on each side. Remove all four screws. We can now return to the tailgate trim panel and fully release it from its clips. On the left side of the tailgate, there is a mount for the rear window heating cable. Remove it and insert the guide wire toward the upper section. From this point, feed the cable all the way through and guide it downward through this area toward the rubber wiring passage. Once again, attach the guide wire to the rear camera cable. Then pull it from the bottom toward the top. Clip the rubber passage back into place. We have now reached the point where we can connect the camera cable to the cable routed from the front camera. The rear camera is now connected and works correctly in the app. We can also check its exact position. Obviously, the camera should be installed as close as possible to the center of the rear window. The cable should pass through the upper section next to the rear wiper motor. Any remaining cable should be gathered and secured with tape so that it does not move inside the tailgate. Once all the trim pieces are reinstalled, the camera installation is complete. We can now move on to the app. The app can be downloaded from Google Play or the App Store and is called FitcamX. When opening the app for the first time, select Agree. Location services and Wi-Fi must be enabled for the connection process. Select Next, then Connect. Select Next again and choose the option to connect to the camera's Wi-Fi network. The network is called CarCam, although this name can be changed later. The standard password consists of the numbers from 1 to 8. The password can also be changed from the app. After connecting to the Wi-Fi network, return to the FitcamX app. The camera will now connect automatically. This is the image provided by the rear camera. Here we can see the front and rear camera views at the same time. The footage can also be displayed in full screen mode. We can pause the recording or take a snapshot. We can also enable or disable the mic. Inside the camera file section, we can access all the recordings stored on the memory card. We can also view the captured photos. The app also allows us to zoom in while viewing the footage. Inside the settings menu, we can enable or disable the mic, change the resolution, adjust the impact sensitivity, and configure the other available options. The settings are easy to use and can be changed directly from the phone. We can now move on to some sample footage recording with this camera so you can get a better idea of its image quality. These are a few recordings captured by the FitcamX dashcam during the day and at night. After seeing the installation process and final result, I believe that one of the main advantages of this system is how well it integrates into the vehicle's interior. Thanks to its OEM-style design, the camera replaces the original rear-view mirror housing while preserving the original appearance of the cabin. There are no visible cables and no accessories attached to the windshield. Another major advantage is the quick and straightforward installation process. Power is supplied directly from the rain sensor area. There is no need to modify the vehicle's electrical system or route power cables through the entire cabin, as is often required with universal dashcams. The final result is a clean, discreet, and highly integrated system that, in my opinion, fully justifies its price. You can find the product link in the video description and in the first pinned comment. Do not forget that you can use the code FitcamX10 to receive a 10% discount on any product available on the FitcamX website. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more installation tutorials and product reviews. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.